Hi, I'm Izzat. I will be talking about the introduction of our topic. Hazard is an agent which can cause a vulnerable object to have a harmful impact, while risk is the possibility of negative impact to occur when exposed to such hazards. One way to define hazard is to determine where the hazard originated. Accidents have high potential to cause a damage resulting in the loss of lives and money. Thus, the possible target of the hazard must be specified and assumed when doing hazard identification. HAZOP is a systematic technique intended to identify possible danger and operational problems. HAZOP uses a guide-word conceptual technique to help stimulate thinking about how deviation from the expected operating conditions can lead to dangerous situations. This should be kept in mind that HAZOP is an identification method and is not intended to solve problems. This project includes several units such as reactors and separation units, which is a continuous cycle for the processing of fatty acids and soap. In this integrated project, only one unit is to be chosen, which is the hydrolyzer, and will be explained in detail in this video.
Hi, my name is Dewananthene, and today I am going to present to you about hazard identification. Operation unit selected is hydrolyzer. It's also known as a splitting column, where the feed, which is natural fat, which in our case we are using palm oil, will be reacted with water to produce fatty acids and glycerine. The type of hazard identified is chemical hazard, which is on natural fat or palm oil, fatty acids, glycerine. Meanwhile, there is no chemical hazard imposed on water. Natural fat or palm oil and glycerine contain fire or flammable hazard. The cause is when brags and other materials that contain these chemicals may ignite spontaneously when they are exposed to air. The safety measures taken are to store in closed containers and cool place. As for the first aid measures, use appropriate extinguishing measures. Wear self-contained breathing apparatus if necessary. The next hazard is the irritant hazard for the natural fat, which is palm oil, fatty acids and glycerine. The cause is through skin contact when an individual is exposed to the chemical for a long time. Next is through eye contact when the chemical is accidentally spilled into eyes. The next cause is through inhalation when a fine mist of chemical is inhaled by the nose that causes respiratory problems. And the last cause is through ingestion when the chemicals are consumed by the mouth. The safety measures that can be taken to avoid this hazard is by wearing personal protective equipment such as gloves, helmet, splash-proof goggles, mask, boots, covered attire and face shield. As for the first aid measure, wash or rinse affected body parts with plenty of water and seek for medical attention.
Hi, my name is Fatin Aqilah, and today I am presenting HAZOP study of hydrolyzer. In HAZOP study, there are 4 parameters of hydrolyzer, which is temperature, pressure, flow rate and also level. So I will explain temperature and pressure parameter.
The possible causes is more hot water flow, high hot water pressure, and also failure of flow cooling water to cool hydrolyzer. For low temperature, the possible causes are less hot water flow, low hot water pressure and temperature, and also feed leakage that causes heat loss. There are few possible consequences for high temperature and low temperature. The first one is change in pressure, film boiling in column that will cause separation failure, and also product quality affected, which means loss of product. There are few actions need to be taken, which is the first one, install high or low temperature alarm system, install temperature indicator, give clear instruction to the operator on operating machine by providing correct input and output, and shut down procedure and maintenance. High pressure, there are 2 possible causes, which is the first one is failure of pressure indicator controller, and the next one is higher hot water pressure flow into the system. Therefore, The possible consequences of the high pressure is rupture of the column, which means separation cannot be done, and also loss of product. As for low pressure, the possible causes is hot water leakage into the system. Therefore, the possible consequences for low pressure is separation inefficiency. Therefore, the action that needs to be taken is install high or low pressure alarm, pressure indicator, pressure relief valve, and also shut down procedure and maintenance.
My name is Nur Amieza, binti Nezir, and I will present Haziq study of hydrolyzer for flow meter and also level. Hydrolyzer and process parameter flow rate. If the deviation is high, the possible cause will cause control valve fill open, controller failure, and open valve, rapid flow and cooling water. And possible consequences is overspill of column. For flow rate and deviation is high, the action needed is install high flow alarm, install flow rate control, shut down procedure and maintenance, put controller instrumentation, and list. For slow flow rate, what will cause is control valve will fill and partial blockage of pipe. And what consequences is column will dries out, quality of product affected, and also inefficiency of separation. So what we need to do is install low flow alarm. For no flow meter, what will cause is pipe will blockage, control valve will fail close, controller failure and closes valve. And consequences is column will dries out, no product and no operation. What we need to do is install flow meter and low flow alarm. For reverse flow rate, what will cause is build up of pressure will happen. And what is the consequences is backflow will happen, low level, no separation and no product. What we need to do is install check valve and install low flow alarm. For parameter level, the possible causes for low level is control valve will fill and partial blockage of pipe. And for high level, control valve fill open, controller failure and opens valve, accumulation of cooling water will occur and blockage of outlet pipes. For consequences, what will happen in low level is column will dries out, quality of product will affected, and inefficiency of separation will occur. And for high level, there will be overspill of column, quality of product will affected, and inefficiency of separation. Action is needed is for low level, install low level alarm, install level meter, place valve on critical instrument list, and install filtration system to avoid blockage pipe. And for high, install high level alarm and install level meter.
Hello, my name is Shakthisaraan Subramaniam from Chemical Engineering. Today I'm going to talk about recommendation part for the continuous process for safety acid and soap. The equipment we have chosen for our recommendation part is hydrolyzer. There are a total of 4 recommendations we'll be going through. The first recommendation is automatic alarm system or vent system should be installed in hydrolyzer. This is because to avoid overheating and the hydrolyzer during the process. The second recommendation is backup cooling system. When the primary cooling system in the hydrolyzer fails, this backup cooling system will be help the hydrolyzer to be maintain its temperature throughout the process. Furthermore, the third recommendation is emergency shut-off valve system should be installed in the hydrolyzer. This is because sometimes there will be unusual situation maybe. The fourth recommendation is the pipe and the valve should be made for stronger material. This material construction should be withstand the high temperature and the pressure of the fluid in the process.
Hi, my name is Ganesan and I'll be doing the conclusion part of this video. So in summary, there are many hazards that are involved with the hydrolyzer unit. There are chemical hazards related to the raw material being used such as the natural fat, which is palm oil, and the products generated such as the fatty acids and glycerin. Most of these chemicals are flammable as there is a risk of ignition, and they are also a cause of irritant when in contact with skin or accidentally consumed. Because of this, proper safety measures such as storing these chemicals in proper cool closed containers and making sure to wear proper PPE equipment when handling these chemicals is a must. Besides that, the HAZOP study also indicates that there are several process parameters that should be taken into account when analyzing the hydrolyzer unit, such as high deviations in temperature, low pressure deviations, and also no flow rate deviation could cause devastating impacts and also could reduce the efficiency of the column. Due to this, there are a few safety recommendations that should be implemented to operate the hydrolyzer unit safely. One of them being that an autonomous system such as an automatic alarm or vent system, as these do not need human intervention or control, and because of this the unit can be monitored continuously and system can readily act fast to rectify the problem or initiate emergency shut-off procedures. So in conclusion, hazard studies are very important to make sure that all foreseeable dangers, risks and are identified and eliminated or reduced to acceptable levels. This to make sure that the employees are not deliberately put in harm's way due to unsafe work environment or business practices. It's also to ensure that there's no unwanted damage to equipment or process units that could put the plant in danger of a catastrophe. Besides that, it also helps to look at any processes or side reactions that might prevent the facility from running as efficiently as it should. By doing all these, proper safety regulations and safeguards could be established and implemented to be as safe guidelines on all plant-related operations. In the end, this hazard study should be done by professionals with the utmost comprehension and precision, as it is important to identify and control all the potential hazards involved, as it helps save the company from any loss or employee injuries and allows us to plan for the worst and prepare for the unexpected. Thank you.